Hi everyone, and welcome back to another reading. In today's reading, we're looking at who is on your spiritual team and how they are helping you during your journey now. So this was actually one of your guys' suggestions. Thank you so much for advising this subject. I'm really excited to dive right into it. So let's look through our piles for today. We have pile number 1 with the red and white rose. Pile number 2 was Resin, and pile number 3 with Mystical Sister. Please select your pile based on your intuition, and I will see you in your reading. Bye! Hi everyone, if you selected pile number 1 or the red and white rose, this is going to be your reading, all about who is on your spiritual team and how they're helping you in your journey now. So you have selected the red and white rose. This gives me a feeling of grounding of energy, because white is a color that's associated with crown chakra, right? Or with our aura, with the ether. And then the red here is associated with the root chakra. So there's definitely some sort of a merging of the higher and the lower realms that we're going to be discussing here. But let's see what the rest of your oracle cards say. We have the Waker, awareness, reflection. We also have the Acolyte, new projects, learning. We have Dog, far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. So this could be an energy that is helping you here. And we have Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Interesting that with your tea leaf cards, and you guys know that there are 200 tea leaf cards actually, you got the cards that are both referring to a person. So I think that's going to be important for your reading, for the identity of one of your spirit guides. Let's see what we have here. We have Sun in Capricorn with achievement. And we have Sun in Cancer with resourcefulness. Family. I'm picking up family here. So for some of you, one of the spirit guides that might be coming through right now might be a distant, passed away relative. Okay, let's get your tarot cards and we'll see. We have 6 of Wands. Okay, so right away, you guys, you have a pretty big spiritual team. This is a pretty straightforward message here, pile number 1. You have a pretty big spiritual team. For most of you, it's over 6 individual entities that are helping you in your journey. So this is just a message of kind of being aware that we're not going to be able to figure out information about all of them in today's reading. We're just gonna get information about the guides that are the most prominent in your journey here, okay? We have King of Wands. We have 6 of Swords. Interesting, 2 6s here. We have Page of Swords, and we have Judgment. Alright, pile number 1. So the way that this reading is going to work is we're going to address each individual spirit guide at a time. So let's look at your guide number 1, and then we'll clear the table from your tarot cards and do the second guide. So pile number 1, your first spirit guide is presented as the King of Wands here. Peacock, Sun energy. This definitely gives me Leo vibes, Aries vibes, very, very powerful, passionate persona here. Because this is a peacock and this is King of Wands, right away I'm getting a sense that this person had been extremely, extremely successful in their incarnations on earth as an artistic type of creative genius. Let's just say that. So basically what I'm seeing is like a Michelangelo type persona, someone who had incarnated on earth a multitude of times. I don't think it was a lot. Like, I don't think this person just routinely goes and incarnates on earth and really experiences the cycles of karma and reincarnation. This very much gives me a feeling of this person, you know, having like archangel type of energy. Like, they choose whether they incarnate or not. It's not like they're stuck in karmic loop and really have to clear a lot out. Rather, they are like a higher, older entity that has decided to incarnate to experience the boundless beauty of creation within the physical realm here. So with King of Wands being here, looking at Six of Wands right away, the message is they are here to help you find your creative success. Judgment here represents what this guide is helping you with and how you are able to hear them more clearly. And with Judgment being here, it's clear to me that pile number one, you're going through a very massive transformational period in your life. You're ready to basically stand up to your calling, listen to your heart center, listen to your intuition, and really rise to merge with your destiny with Judgment here. And because you're going through this massive transformational time in your life, pile number one, that's why this creative force of a spirit guide is very much involved in this process. They want you to be able to hear the call of your destiny better. They are assisting you with seeing the signs better. They are assisting you with strength. They're basically allowing you to move forward with Six of Swords here from one type of way that you were living your life into an entirely different experience here with Judgment. With Judgment, it's clear to me that you're on the precipice of really finding out what you're here to do. Okay, pile number one. And this doesn't have to be career necessarily, but for a lot of you, this might be career, or this might be related to how you perceive yourself within the realm of society, how you make your finances, your reputation, stuff like that. We are seeing with Judgment here that this spirit guide, this creative genius energy here, masculine energy, it's really helping you basically connect with a sense of personal power and move into this new beginning here. So with Six of Swords being here, this card is meant to present your guide's personality. It is clear that they have like an edge to them, okay? They are very much passionate and they're not afraid to be kind of cutthroat here, okay? So your guide's personality is very passionate, very creative, very inspiring, but they're also very rooted in their masculine power, and they're very rooted with cutting things out of their energy, out of your energy that do not serve you. They're very rooted basically with shedding of their identity. And Six of Swords here presenting their personality here tells me that their expertise within the spiritual realm really is about wrapping up and beginning of cycles. So this guide really comes in for you, pile number one, when you are really needing extra strength to move forward from unstable situations. They are the kind of an energy that really assist you in cutting things out of your life or leaving things behind and moving forward. Very much like Eclipse, transformational type of energy here. So interesting. Okay. I'm getting like a download that I really need to deliver here. It's interesting because Six of Swords is moving directly at Page of Swords, and this card is meant to represent basically the sphere of your guide's influence. And with it being the Page of Swords, it's clear that the sphere of their influence is your studies, like your skill, your work, your basically what you are working on, curiously studying in your lifetime, the work of your lifetime, the study of your lifetime here. They are really helping you with that particular area of your life. They're really helping you find achievement, finally move away from an unstable cycle and towards calmer waters here and rise to occasion. So that's the reason why this is the first major spirit guide that had come through. This is a very spiritual energy. This is a very artistic energy. So this gives me a feeling of Michelangelo or Rumi or Scott F. Fitzgerald, someone who was a massive creative force on earth at some point, and someone who's already done with cycles of incarnation. Even with the rose here, it's making me think of a poet here. It's making me think of channeling the energy of the divine through the white crown chakra color and really grounding it through creativity through the red chakra or root chakra here. Oh yeah, and right away we're seeing the synchronicity here with Acolyte, okay? So this guide, okay, I'm getting the energy pretty clearly now. This guide is meant to help you with two different things. One is your personal power. They're interconnected. So they're helping you with your solar plexus. They're really helping you rely on your sense of pride, identity. They're really helping you carve out like the new version of you that is rooted in your personal power. And the second thing, they are wanting you to move towards achievement in your creative life, in your destiny. Basically, it's time for you to merge with your destiny, career-wise, or, you know, in any way that you would be helping humanity collectively. It's time for you to merge with that destiny now. So this guide here is really doing everything possible here to really communicate to you intuitively where you're meant to go. So the way that this guide is communicating to you with Page of Swords and Judgment here is you will get curiosities, intellectual curiosities with Page of Swords here about certain subjects, and you will feel a pull towards those ideas. Allow yourself to go with this energy because your spirit guide is making it clear here that they're communicating to you both intuitively with Judgment here, so you just feel it in your gut, whatever it is your psychic ability is, you are intuitively picking up that things are shifting, changing, you're rising to this new level of life, new level of frequency here. And with Page of Swords being here, you're also receiving intuitive, intellectual hints of curiosity that are pulling you in the right direction. With Page of Swords being here, it's very new, exciting, unknown energy here, right? It's a young energy. It's something that you're not an expert at. And it seems to me that right now there is a pull that you're feeling towards certain new adventures, certain new studies, certain new something here. You are curious about something. And your spirit guide here is telling you that your curiosity, your excitement is precisely what you should be following in order to really align with this rising to your calling energy. All right, so this was your first guide. Thank you so much, King of Wands energy here. It's beautiful that we're seeing that they're helping you ascend to the next level and really helping you transition here. So yeah, let's look at who your other guides are and what they're doing here for you. We have Strength. We have Death. We have King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful energy here. All right, pile number one, let's get into your second guide here, who is presented by the Strength card. So right away with Strength, especially in combination with the Death card here, I'm picking up that this energy is very ancient, okay? I am kind of picking up an energy of someone who hasn't really been incarnating on Earth much. Like if they have incarnated on Earth, then it has been during ancient civilization times. This energy really feels like archangel type of energy, or an energy that is not very rooted in incarnation as per se. Like this energies or this guide's primary mode of operation is within the ethereal realm. They've existed for God knows how long. They might be one of those original energies or goddesses here. With Strength in combination with the Death card here, I'm thinking an energy of destruction, and not in a negative way here, right? I'm sensing that this is an energy of destruction in a way where it could be a god of destruction. You know what I mean? Like Shiva or Kalima, or who else can we think of? Titan, god of destruction in Greek mythology, right? Or let me think. Bhattachala also is, I'm pretty sure, an Indonesian god of destruction. Don't quote me on that, please check your sources. But this gives me like that same type of energy of basically an angelic or an archangelic being here that has been originally kind of in charge of the dark cycles wrapping up and movement towards a new cycle here. With King of Wands being your third card here, it presents the sphere of influence of this guide. And again, pile number one, we're having a synchronicity with your first guide here, because King of Wands is an energy of creative power, creative stability, creative recognition, right? And it's clear to me that this guide also is assisting you with the very same process of stepping into your creative power here, receiving your creative recognition, but also receiving the fulfillment within the physical realm with Queen of Pentacles here. So this guide here is really helping you shed the old negative energy here, the old identity with the Death card, and it's really helping you align with your sense of authority within your creative power. And it's also really helping you move towards a life of extreme material abundance and wealth with Queen of Pentacles here. So it seems like your first guide was more focused on you basically hearing the call, right? And the second guide here is really helping you shed the energy, because they are the destroyer, right? So they can really assist you with destruction of the old and creation of the new here. And they're also helping you step into a life of abundance here. So yeah, this is your second guide, and it seems like they're collaborating with your first guide right now in your life, and that's why they are the dominant figures that we're seeing on your spiritual team here. Let's clear the table and see what the third energy of your guides is. All right, can we meet the third spirit guide that is willing to come forward for pile number one? We have strength again. What is this? This is so interesting. Okay. We have Two of Pentacles. We have Ace of Pentacles. And we have the High Priestess here. So with the Strength card, again, I'm getting the same feeling of a very, very powerful, okay, energy that is mostly operating within the ethereal realm. However, in this case, I think actually this third guide had quite a bit of experience incarnating within the physical realm. Like this could be an ascended master as per se. So this could be an energy of like a god, an ancient god, like we talked in your second guide, but this god had decided to incarnate on earth a multitude of times. And the reason I say that is because of how many pentacles we have here. Pentacles is an earthly, grounded energy of materialization, right? So we're seeing a theme of your guide being in charge of your materialization, of how things occur for you within the material realm here, with Two of Pentacles being here, presenting the guide's personality. It's clear to me that they see themselves in you, okay? This is why they're helping you. This guide has gone through very, very similar processes as to what you're going through right now within your spiritual journey. They have already experienced this particular level of consciousness where you stand right now. And basically, the way that they're assisting you is they're allowing you to look in the mirror and to get a glimpse into your true, authentic self. This guide's primary responsibility is to reconnect you with the wisdom of your physical body, with the true, intuitive, aligned way of living with the High Priestess here, and they communicate to you intuitively with the High Priestess coming out here. With Ace of Pentacles being here, it's clear to me that there might be a disbalance currently going on in your life, pile number one, where your energy is not grounded enough. And this makes sense because we have the Rosa card here, right? As we have said, the white represents crown energy or channeling information from the divine, and the red represents grounding that energy through creativity. And it seems to me that although you might be enlightened in terms of your higher chakras, so I'm sensing that your throat, your third eye, your crown are very well operating. However, it seems to me that there is some sort of a blockage with grounding that energy back to earth. And this guide's basically assignment right now. They're helping you reconnect with your physical body, find a home within your physical body, and really learn that you can use your body as a spiritual tool basically here with High Priestess here. Basically, there is an energy of embodiment here. This is what they're here to do. They have experienced the same through their spiritual journeys here on earth. They were able to overcome this, and that's why they're a specialist at really reconnecting you with the physical realm here. So this guide is really here to ground your spiritual energy and allow it to manifest it in your life within the physical realm in the way that is best for you and is best for everyone involved in this process. So yeah, beautiful energy here. And let's look at your next spirit guide, pile number 1. Here we meet the 4th spirit guide of pile number 1 of viewers who are watching pile number 1. We have Son of Wands. We have Temperance. We have the Hermit. And finally, we have Strength. Wow, you guys see how we have pulled Strength today from 3 different decks. So Strength here is definitely significant. You're going through some major character transformation as you're listening to this video right now, and it's really emphasized with Strength coming out 3 times. All right, right away, pile number 1 with Temperance coming out as your guide's personality. It's clear to me that they are very much an angelic being, but also a being that is much more rooted in their creative power as well as innocence here. This is what signifies the difference between this spirit guides from your other spirit guides here. This is a youthful energy here. So this does not give me a feeling of someone who has incarnated at all, like much at all, honestly. I don't think this entity has a lot of earthly incarnations. I honestly don't think they have much experience with the physical body realm. Like they have rarely descended into 3D. You know what I'm saying? Like this guide is very much rooted in the angelic realm, and unlike other guides, it's not rooted in polarity energy, okay? This is what I'm getting. Because your other guides, although they were ethereal beings, they also were extremely interconnected to the underworld and shedding of identity and letting go and moving forward, right, with death energy. This guide, on the other hand, is not connected to the energy of destruction or death at all. So this gives me a feeling that this energy has been operating from the angelic realm for an extended period of time. They do not have much experience with the 3D world, with the 3D pain. With the Hermit coming out here, presenting what sphere of influence this guide is helping you with. It is clear they're helping you internally in your spiritual evolution. More specifically, this guide here is helping you to illuminate the truth. It is helping you to integrate the shadow by looking within and by basically activating that forgiveness, love energy within you. So the Hermit energy here is presenting us an illumination of your inner truth, okay? And this is both an illumination of shadow and light. So we're seeing a transmutation of energy with the Hermit and Strength here, definitely. So it seems to me, pile number 1, that right now in your life you're going through some sort of a crucial point of your personal spiritual transformation, and all of your guides are helping you with this process. The first 3 guides seem to really focus on shedding of your energy and movement towards merging with your destiny. This 4th guide here is helping you basically with angelic energy. They're just kind of boosting your energy with an upgrade of higher frequency here that allows you to see through the shadow, which you might be dealing with shedding right now, and allows you to integrate it and move into the strength persona that you're meant to embody in this lifetime. Again, with the strength card here being presented as dark and light, it gives me a feeling of the final merging of your identity into a coherent belief system. I think previously in your life, pile number one, you were carrying some limitation in your energy. It could be anything, it could be evil eye or karmic energy, but you're meant to shed it right now. I think a lot of us are going through a very similar journey here, and you will be coming out as a resurrected version of you who is much more rooted in your power here. And this is what your guide here is helping you with. Now, this is a very interesting message with strength here, because the last card here is meant to represent how the deity or how the spirit guide is interacting with you, how you can listen to them better. And with strength being here, pile number one, there's an emphasis on basically whenever you're going through a particularly difficult hit or challenge, like you feel really overwhelmed and you maybe are crying in the bathroom, you close yourself in the stove for 5 minutes and you're like, okay, I really need this energy out and I need to get myself together. In those moments, when you really pick yourself up, when you're really, really in the darkness, there is this boost of energy that basically accelerates you towards truth, motivates you towards truth. And this is how this guide is communicating with you. Basically, what I'm getting with the strength card here is whenever you are really hit by life or by a dark energy, right? When you feel really overwhelmed, when you're like, okay, like I really don't know how to handle this. This is so overwhelming. Sometimes we get that peek into light through our darkness. This is basically what this guide is communicating to you through. They are that light, that positive energy illuminating your dark moments, okay? They are that energy of boost that is really helping you transmute the darkness. You're like, I'm at my rock bottom, and all of a sudden you're like, but rock bottom means that there's only one way from here and it's up. This is the energy that really, really helps you. Basically, it's a transmutation energy of darkness. I honestly am getting a feeling that the previous guides are helping you shed, and this guide here is helping you with the following step of like, you've already shed what you needed to shed, and now you're rising, you're embodying, you're stepping into power here. So yeah, pile number one, this was your fourth spirit guide, and let's look at your last spirit guide and what they're here to help you with. All right, let's look at your final guide that is intimately involved with your spiritual journey now. We got Prince of Swords. We have Two of Swords with Equilibrium. Okay, we have Ace of Cups. And we have King of Discs here. Okay. All right, pile number one, let's dive straight into your fifth spirit guide here. And right away, as we said in the beginning, please don't take this as an all-encompassing guide about your whole spiritual team, right? Because we saw that you have more than 6 spirit members on your side. And right now we're looking at the 5 key players in your journey now. So we're looking at the players on your spirit team that are the most relevant to your spiritual growth now. And this is a very different energy from all of the first guides that we have seen, with Dog Far Away, with Turkey, someone behaving stupidly here, and Prince of Swords, and also Two of Swords being here right away. Pile number one, this is an energy that is not an energy of like an enlightened being or an ascended master. This is an energy of a human higher self here. And okay, I'm seeing 2 different scenarios here, pile number one. So for all of you, pile number one, this is a person that you know or you've known in your lifetime, their higher self or an alternate version of them is serving as your spirit guide here. Now I'm seeing two different versions of what this could be. The first being, this is someone who is close to you, could be a family member, could be a sibling, someone who you have like a rivalry, friendship type of relationship. Like this relationship is not entirely based just on love. Like there is conflict within that relationship, and it's not someone who is extremely close to you. Okay, so it's not a mother or father, could be a sibling that you kind of live really far away from. Their higher self is serving as your guide here. For a lot of you, pile number one, I'll just have to say it as I see it. This is an energy of someone who had passed on. Okay, someone who you know who had passed on, and they have passed on when they were young here, and likely they had passed on in some sort of like a self-induced darkness way. You know what I mean? Like they just got consumed by darkness within this realm. So it's definitely giving me like a tragic type of feeling for some of you. Okay, if you do not resonate with knowing someone who had passed on when they were young, and I'm assuming you were also pretty much young here, then don't take it. But for a lot of you, it is an energy of someone who had passed on, someone who you loved, but someone who you were not extremely like seeing eye to eye with. So it could be a sibling for some of you. For others, this is your living siblings or your friend's higher self here. With Two of Swords coming out here, and with Two of Swords presenting your guide's personality here, it is clear to me that they were a very anxious person when they were here. Whether they're here now or whether they have already passed on, they are an energy of quite a lot of anxiety. I'm not gonna lie to you, with Two of Swords being here. It seems to me if they are still incarnate on this earth, then their energy has a tendency of extremes, like they have trouble finding balance. They may be going through a lot of highs, a lot of lows, or this could be an energy of someone who is a decision paralysis here. There's an energy of anxiety to them, and they are revealing this to us to kind of tell us why they're helping you here. So it seems to me, pile number one, you have detached yourself from your heart in one way or another. I just love how all of your guides here are helping you with basically the same spiritual growth process here. We're seeing massive synchronicities here. This guide here is specifically concerned about your heart, okay, with Ace of Cups being here. It's clear to me that your process of shedding of identity that we've learned about from your previous spirit guides, this process in one way or another has to deal with your disconnection from your heart center, okay? Something had hurt you in your life. You've experienced suffering. You've experienced like real suffering and pain here. And that energy had penetrated your being and stuck around, causing anxiety within you. This person, whoever this energy is, they have experienced it in their incarnation, and they have experienced what it is like for this energy to move them towards darkness here. So because they have personally experienced the suffering that comes with cutting out their heart center, they're here to help you reconnect with your heart, with love here. Honestly, pile number one, the more and more that I'm connecting with the cards here, the more that I think that for a lot of you, pile number one, this is an energy of someone you've known, okay? Of maybe like a distant family member, someone who somehow is involved with your DNA or your genetic journey. They're really motivated here to help you, because when they tried incarnating on earth here, they failed at seeing the truth of their heart. They really let fear consume them, and they don't want you to experience the darkness that they have experienced. So they are really here to reconnect you with your heart. So for those of you who don't relate to someone who had passed on already, this is just your friend or your sibling's higher self here who has gone through this, maybe in their past incarnations, but somehow this energy, this person, this guide here, they really understand suffering, and they really understand in particularly your suffering that you're going through right now. Maybe you're going through indecision paralysis, like you feel like you can't really move forward, the energy is stagnant. They're helping you connect with your heart so you can really hear the voice of your intuition. With Ace of Cups looking directly at King of Discs being presented as Hagrid, it is clear to me that there is a message about you having to root yourself in your heart center, or opening your heart in order for you to transition into a higher quality of life on a material level with King of Discs here. So it's clear to me that there is some sort of an imbalance basically within you with Ace of Cups here, some sort of a disconnection from your heart that needs to be energetically worked through for you to experience the abundance and luxury and wealth and just stability with King of Disc being here, with material stability, with feeling like you're truly secured and rooted in your true life here with King of Discs here. So yeah, pal number one, this particular spirit guide, as we can see, is preoccupied with opening your heart center. It is connecting you to your emotions, to your well-being. Honestly, I think that's because the heart chakra is basically that central chakra that is the interconnectedness between the bottom chakras and the top chakras, right? And we've already discovered in your previous pile, in your previous spirit guides message, that you have a disconnection, or you have some sort of a blockage there with rooting all of your spiritual energy here. And basically this fifth spirit guide here is coming through to let you know that they're really there to help you activate your heart. They're healing your pain. They are allowing you to close out a cycle that had been painful in terms of your emotional well-being in your life. And they're allowing you, because you're closing out this energy, this later on then allows you to move towards the stability that you're looking for. Basically, there's a message of you needing to really reconnect with your heart-centered being in order for you to really balance in the material realm with King of Discs here. Because this King of Discs also represents the way that the spirit guide is communicating to you, it is clear to me that whenever you receive very obvious upgrades in your life that are making you really, really happy, okay, this energy of gratitude that you're feeling towards the materialization of your dreams or goals or whatever that is happening for you that you deem to be exciting and a fulfillment of the next step or the next dream or goal, whatever it might be, whenever those positive events happen, this guide is there to really help you lean into the energy of gratitude, lean into the energy of openness, receive, receive, receive. This guide is here to teach you how to receive in this lifetime, because I think there might be an energy within you, within your heart, that is closing you out from some possibilities that need to come your way because they're of your vibration and they belong to you. So in order for you to receive this stability, receive this manifestation and luxury and abundance in your life, this spirit guide is really helping you root yourself in your heart. I think this guide is assigned your heart in specific because there's that blockage of energy, of channeling the energy into the material realm here. So yeah, pal number one, this was your fifth spirit guide. Thank you so much for doing this reading with me. I want to thank your spirit guides for allowing us a sneak peek into your journey. It seems like you're on the precipice of a beautiful transformation that will obviously allow you to root yourself so much more in your personal power and receive a higher level of satisfaction in this life. So congratulations and good luck on your journey. Clearly you have a huge team around you and you are meant to do very, very important things for humanity. So thank you, pal number one, for being the kind of person who will be doing quite massive things for our collective. So yeah, pal number one, thank you so much for being here. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If it resonated and you want to share your story, please do so in the comments down below. And if you want to see more from me, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi everyone, if you selected pile number 2 or Resin, this is going to be your reading all about who is on your spiritual team and what they're helping you with during your journey now. So with Resin, right away, there's an energy of like holding on to something. It's a sticky energy, right? An energy that makes it hard to let go. Okay. Let's look at these oracle cards. We have the Champion, Achievement, and Downfall, and we have the runway, secrets running from problems. We also have Moon in Sagittarius with optimism, as well as Mars in Sagittarius with dominion. So Sagittarius seems to be important. Number 9 seems to be there is an end of a cycle here, something along the lines. We have Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial change. And we have Bat, take care, enemies are working against you. Okay, we will see how these fit into your messages, and let's get going with your tarot cards. Who's on pile number 2's spiritual team? We have 5 of Cups. All right, so this card here is just meant to represent how many guides are here, and with 5 of Cups it's clear to me that right now there are 5 guides that are surrounding you, that are helping you in your journey. Okay, and obviously you might have more rotating guides, but right now in your journey you have 5. Pile number 2. Let's see what your first spirit guide is here to tell us. We have Page of Swords. We have 8 of Wands. We have Queen of Wands. And we have Knight of Coins here. All right, pile number 1. So the way that this reading is going to work is we're going to look at one guide at a time out of 5 of your guides basically here. So this is your first guide presented in the first set of tarot cards with Page of Swords representing it. It's clear to me that there are a couple scenarios in which this can go, okay? So for some of you, pile number 2, this spirit guide who's coming forward is actually your future child's higher self. Okay, so it's your future child who's serving as your guardian or your spirit guide at the time that you're watching this. For those of you who do not resonate with having children or having more children at all, for those of you who do not intend that for your future, we are seeing a different scenario of this being someone that you know. So the way that I'm interpreting it is either a person that you know in real life is currently serving as one of your primary spirit guides, or once again, this is your future child serving as your spirit guide here. Now, this 8 of Wands gives us a glimpse into the personality of this person regardless. So this guide is very curious. They're very young in their energy. They're very ambitious, and they're very go, 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 like fast energy. They're very connected to the energy of fire with 8 of Wands here, okay? 8 of Wands is the fastest card in all of tarot. Okay, I know a lot of the times we talk about the Knight of Wands being the fastest knight, but 8 of Wands is the fastest energy in all of tarot, right? It's an energy of just accelerated movement forward. So they definitely have a very, very passionate, strong personality, although they are very childlike with this being a page energy. They're curious, they're creative. This is a very innocent, very young energy here that is coming forward as your spirit guide. And with Queen of Wands here, we're seeing the area of your life that this guide is focused on helping you improve. And we're seeing that Queen of Wands here represents they're helping you with embodying your divine feminine, divine creative power. They're reconnecting you to your ability to receive. Basically, they are realigning you with your divine feminine power and with your creative gift here. This is what they're primarily here to do, is to reconnect you with a sense of passion and purpose, with a sense of creative fulfillment, with this feminine energy of embodiment and birth to your creative life. Knight of Coins here represents the way that this entity or this deity or the spirit guide is communicating with you. And Knight of Coins is the slowest knight in the deck, actually, right? It's the knight of accomplishment or fulfillment. It's a knight of receiving something that you worked for. And interestingly enough, your guide here is saying that you will be receiving tangible, real world opportunities coming from them. Like they orchestrate tangible, real world opportunities for you to be creative and for you to find financial stability and abundance in your life. So this is very interesting, right? Because we're seeing that your guide's primary job here is to clear out your energy, allow you to be in your creative kind of embodiment of your feminine, and they do so through material offers to you. Basically, this guide somehow is able to orchestrate change, movement in your life and give you the opportunities that you are asking for that are in alignment with your creative self, that would allow you to really express that creative and beautiful energy to you. I'm getting a feeling, pile number 2, you might be feeling like stagnation or some sort of a challenge in your life right now that you feel like you need to dominate to move forward here with resin, right? Because resin is very hard to let go. You get stuck to it. You're stuck in some sort of an element of your life. And this particular spirit guide here is helping you move out of the cycle rapidly by providing you real tangible opportunities in the physical world for you to upgrade your level of status as well as your level of authority within creativity here. So I'm definitely seeing like career opportunities coming your way, your friends being like, do you want to work on this project together? And then you end up making money off of it. Okay, I'm kind of getting the specialty of this guide right now. This guide specializes in quick changes, in quick opportunities. This guide really comes through for you when you need like a quick reformation or integration of energies within you. They will be coming in as these tangible opportunities here. So yeah, this was your first guide. Pile number 1, let's look at the rest of your guides. All right, can we get some information about the second spirit guide that wants to come forward? For pile number 2, we have 4 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. We have 10 of Wands. We also have 10 of Cups, as well as 4 of Wands. How interesting. Do you guys see the synchronicity here? We have 4, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and 4 again. Beautiful. Okay. All right, pile number 2. So your second spirit guide is presented by this 4 of Pentacles here. Right away from this 4 of Pentacles, I'm picking up that this is a human energy. So it's someone's higher self, or this is an energy of a past loved one who is acting as your guide right now. But with 4 of Pentacles, if you resonate with a past loved one, it is someone who had passed on when you were really young, a child or a teenager here. They are likely a feminine energy, a maternal type of energy. Of course, it doesn't have to be familial. It doesn't have to be like blood relatives here, but there's definitely an energy of some sort of a feminine figure who has direct connection to your incarnation, basically being your guide here. 10 of Wands here presents this guide's personality, and it's clear to me that regardless whether this is a person that you've known in your life or this is someone that you don't know about who is acting on your behalf, here with 10 of Wands, it's clear to me that they have been through it in their earth incarnation, okay? One of their incarnations, probably the last one, was very, very, very extremely heavy, okay? They seem to be a very light hearted energy. They seem to be very rooted in love and family values here, but their life, their physical experience of their incarnation on earth was quite difficult and full of burdens with 10 of Wands here. And that's why we're seeing another synchronicity here. There is an energy of this person really wanting you to not fall into the same traps as they have done. I think honestly they see themselves in you, and that's why they're acting as one of your primary spirit guides right now. They don't want you to go through this burden cycle of life. They don't want you to go through all of the suffering. Instead, they want you to really find this emotional fulfillment, and this is what they're here to help you with. They want you to really reconnect with your heart, with your joy. They want you to burst out of your cocoon and be reborn as the caterpillar here, because clearly, pile number 2, you're ready to experience a more positive life with optimism here. So 10 of Cups, as we know, is not just 9 of Cups, right? 9 of Cups is a fulfillment of a wish. 10 of Cups is an overabundance of love and joy that is fulfilling our heart. And they really, there's this dichotomy here. They really see that you have a tendency to fall into darkness occasionally. Maybe you are struggling against darkness here with take care. Enemies are working against you. It could be your circumstance, it could be other people, it could be honestly your own limiting belief, your own energy working against you. But this second spirit guide here is really helping you connect with your joy, with your heart, with 10 of Cups being here, because 9 of Cups is a fulfillment of a wish, and 10 of Cups is an overabundance of emotional fulfillment here, right? 4 of Wands here, pile number 2, represents how this deity is helping you, how they're communicating to you. And with 4 of Wands being the card here, I'm getting 2 different interpretations. For all of you, pile number 2, this spirit guide is communicating to you through joy, through excitement, through love. Whatever the things that are pulling you, this spirit guide is really trying to indicate that this is the direction in which you should be going. They're really helping you feel this boost of joy, this curiosity, this drive to something new. They want you to reconnect with your joy, with honoring your creativity, honoring your excitement, honoring all of the good things, okay? For those of you who are manifesting a soulmate, for those of you who are looking for the love of your life and you are specifically manifesting a marriage here, okay? This spirit guide is involved in manifestation of love for you, okay? Because 4 of Wands traditionally represents weddings, so I have to consider that this could be the case for some of you. But yeah, basically, for those of you who are looking for your romantic soulmate, for those of you who have been struggling with your romantic life, with finding the one, this is happening for you, and this spirit guide is actually activating that receptivity energy within you, so you're able to receive this happy ending here. For all of you though, this spirit guide is really focused on reconnecting you to your heart center and allowing you to experience more joy, more optimism, more excitement in your life. So yeah, this was the second spirit guide. Let's just collect the cards and look into what your third spirit guide is like. We have the Magician. We have the Moon. We have Ace of Swords. And we have Temperance. Pile number 2, your third spirit guide with the Magician being here is an ancient energy, okay? It's an ancient soul that has a lot of experience incarnating in different realms. They are basically an expert at manipulating energies and directing them in the way that they choose to. They are basically a magician. So basically what I'm seeing is if this person has incarnated a lot on earth, then they have already reached enlightenment. This gives me an ascended master type of feeling here, or just someone who maybe they didn't deal with spirituality at all. Maybe they didn't serve as a teacher, because we're not seeing a teacher necessarily. But regardless, this energy of the Magician indicates indicates to me that they are a powerful being that had reached a level of total fulfillment in their lifetime here on earth. I think the reason why we got the moon card here to present their personality is twofold. Let's look at the first side of it. So on one hand, this energy of the moon here indicates to me that they have learned how to overcome fear, okay? And it seems to me that fear is keeping you stagnant in one way or another within your life right now. So the reason why this third spirit guide is involved in your journey is because they're helping you root yourself in your manifesting abilities, in your magician powers, and they're helping you move past the fear into success and balanced life. But as I said, this is a twofold energy with the moon here. There's an element of mystery, and honestly, I think my guess, pile number 2, is you're meant to figure out who this guide is in the future, and you're meant to have like a much more deep, intimate relationship with this guide in your spiritual journey. And I think that's the reason why we're not seeing like who this guide might be. It's like you are meant to get to know them yourself in some capacity here. The third card here, Ace of Swords, is signifying what this guide is helping you with during your journey. And with Ace of Swords being here, obviously they're helping you find your success, okay? With achievement being here, downfall being here, with runaway secrets, running from problems. It seemed to me that pile number 2, you have been anticipating some sort of a success in your life for an extended period of time. You've been trying to achieve it. The energy has been blocked. You maybe even felt like you will never be able to fulfill this goal or this dream of yours here. Occasionally, like maybe you've been hit with a lot of failures as per se in regards to the subject. And right now, pile number 2, you're moving through a time in your life where you're ready to move towards this success. With Ace of Swords being here, this particular spirit guide is helping you really get rooted in your power, in your intellect. Honestly, I think this guide is helping you a lot with your solar plexus chakra. Like it really is reconnecting you back to a sense of worthiness as a leader, as a powerful force here, because there needs to be a rebalancing of energies. Right now, pile number 2, your energy is a bit disbalanced in order for you to transition into the next step of your life. So they really want you to balance your energy out first to be ready to receive the success in the way that you are meant to receive it, in the best way possible, with optimism here. And in order for you to achieve the success that you're looking for, the achievement, you know, this vision that you have for yourself, basically, it is clear to me that the energy needs to balance out first with temperance here, okay? So there might be something in your consciousness that is basically preventing you from balancing this energy, because temperance is healing, okay? And this is how this deity is communicating to you, with temperance being the card that has come out for how this deity or spirit guide is communicating to you. It's clear to me that they're helping you heal some sort of a heartbreak, heal from fear here, and get in touch with your magician power so you can truly manifest the success that you're looking for. With temperance being here, it's clear to me that this guide is the most prominent when you do any type of healing work on yourself, okay? So obviously this can be different kind of practices for you, but if you do any spiritual practices that are really allowing you to heal, that are really allowing you to shed the darkness, that are really allowing you to cry and reconnect with your truth here, this is the guide that is basically operating within that realm. They're really helping you to see the light through your healing. They're really helping you with a boost of angelic energy, because this is temperance and usually it's presented as an angel. Basically, the way that this guide is helping you is they are flushing you with angelic energy, with angelic insight that allows you to move forward a time of darkness and fear in your life and towards success by connecting to your personal power with the magician here. So yeah, wonderful. This was your third guide on your spirit team, and let's see what your next guide has to say here. We have the Emperor. We also have Two of Pentacles. We have Page of Cups. And we have the Devil. Very interesting. Okay, very different energy from the first three guides. All right, pile number 2. Your fourth spirit guide is coming forward, presenting themselves as the Emperor here. So this is a divine masculine energy. It's an ancient energy. Right away, I'm almost getting like pre-human civilization type of energy, but also an energy that is like partially divine, that has earth incarnation experience. Does that make sense? This is a really, really unique energy here. Basically, what I'm seeing here, this could be one of the original gods or original energies that were roaming the earth, if that was the case, okay? And then this particular, obviously half human, this could be like the son of God or the daughter of God, goddess type of energy, just an extension of God type of energy that decided to incarnate in the physical realm to advance humanity with its leadership. So this definitely gives me a feeling of like an ancient civilization leader. Maybe this spirit guide was rooted in Atlantis, you know, some sort of a civilization that we're not aware of as humanity now. And they were able to basically escape the downfall of Atlantis and then proceed to teach humanity that wasn't at all in the civilized state as per se. So whoever the spirit guide is, all I know is they're very ancient energy, very powerful energy, very almost like partially divine energy that has a lot of experience with leadership, rulership, that really understands human politics here with Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even with Two of Pentacles, I'm getting the same affirmation and synchronicity here in my head of this being a dual type of energy. So this is definitely, it's almost like human meets God type of energy, okay? Like it's a divine energy that decided to experience incarnation, to fulfill some sort of a purpose, but they also just wanted to experience it in order for them to be able to understand human experience more, and in order for them to be able to guide people like you, who they serve as spirit guide to, forward in an easier way. Like they have specifically incarnated on earth to figure out what this experience of bodily autonomy and free will is like. With Page of Cups here representing what area of life they're helping you with, it is clear this is a very similar theme to pile number 1. They're helping you connect to your heart, okay? Pile number 2, there is some sort of a blockage in your heart. You're unable to hear the voice of your intuition, of your excitement. There is a blockage there where you're not allowing yourself to follow through with basically what your gut, what your heart is telling you here. And this particular spirit guide here is meant to really reconnect you with that feeling of excitement, joy, with your heart center here. Again, we have the same theme, synchronicity here. With the Devil coming out as the final card that represents how this energy is helping you, basically how they communicate to you. It's clear to me that this energy is really, really present whenever you feel stagnant or trapped by fear, okay? Whenever you're going through devil moment inside your head, whenever you feel like you're falling victim to your mindset, whenever you feel like you're falling victim to heartbreak or darkness, okay? This energy of Page of Cups here is available. In your darkest moments, this guide in particular is going to kind of lead you towards the light, lead you towards the transmutation of the shadow, all in order for you to shed this illusion of limitation and for you to move into a more positive, more spiritually and emotionally fulfilling time in your life. So yeah, beautiful energy. Pile number 2, let's look at your final guide. We have Queen of Swords, we have Queen of Cups, we have Nine of Wands with power, and we have Work with Three of Pentacles here. All right, pile number 2. So your fifth and final spirit guide who is intimately involved in your journey right now, and we're again seeing a synchronicity here, okay, is a divine feminine energy, okay? With Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups coming out to represent this guide and their personality, it's clear to me that they are a feminine energy, okay? It's a powerful feminine energy that is both rooted in their emotions as well as the intellect. So it's not just a feminine energy of receptivity, but rather it's an energy that is mostly feminine, but is still grounded in its masculine energy of intellect in one way or another. It seems to me, pile number 2, you're going through a transition in your life. You're letting go with resin of something. You're trying to really listen to your gut, to your intuition. You're being guided somewhere. And with bad being here, it seems like you are moving in the dark, right? You might not see ahead. You don't really know if where you're going is where you want to be, but you're going anyway, kind of blindly, just listening to your heart, listening to your intuition here. And with Queen of Swords coming out as one of your guides, there's a feminine guide here whose job is to basically get you rooted in your power and your creativity with 3 of Pentacles here and work. Clearly, pile number 2, right now in your life, you're looking for some sort of clarity. You want to, see some achievement. You want to move towards fulfillment of your wishes. And it seems like maybe there's a blockage in an energy here. And we're seeing the same exact story again. This spirit guide that is coming forward, as we said, is a divine feminine energy that is very intellectual, very, very intellectual. So I do have a feeling that this spirit guide has a lot of earth experience. They have incarnated on earth a lot. They really came here to embody both masculine and feminine. They figured out how these energies operate within the physical realm, and then they kind of bounced into the ether to serve as a spirit guide, okay? And they serve as a spirit guide relying on their understanding of the intellect, basically, of how human beings think. And basically the reason why the spirit guide is coming forward right now is because there needs to be a transformation in your life, okay? You're on the precipice of transformation. Pile number 2, there's definitely an overall transformation to your energy. You're letting go of the old. You're ready for achievement. You're ready for a better life. You're ready to basically upgrade your energy and finally start receiving here, okay? You're getting ready to really get rooted in your power, and we've seen it all throughout your reading here. And with work being here, okay, pile number 2, this spirit guide, okay, is really working on orchestrating divine opportunities for you in terms of your skill, in terms of your work. So really pay attention to, unexpected opportunities coming your way within this physical reality. Work offers, basically ideas for you to develop your craft or ideas for you to move into a project or another. There is a message here that this guide is working really hard to direct the energies your way for you to receive the opportunities that you're meant to receive. These opportunities, or considering these opportunities, or taking some of these opportunities, will result with you discovering your true power, your spiritual essence here. And this is what this final guide is serving you for. Basically, they are more specialized in real world offers of work. So for those of you, pile number 2, who feel like you are not satisfied in your career or fulfillment, there is fulfillment in your career journey that is coming very, very soon, okay? You're on the precipice of revolution, but there needs to be a balancing. There is a theme of you balancing the feminine and the masculine energy over and over and over again, because only when you balance your power and understand yourself truthfully will you be able to channel this true magnetic power of who you truly are. And this particular spirit guide, they are orchestrating changes in your career, in your destiny. And this spirit guide is responsible for you rediscovering your power, your truth. Again, solar plexus here. There is an emphasis on you needing to remember who you are, how powerful you are, okay? Pile number 2, because you are powerful. I mean, there's so many extremely powerful energies helping you right now. And this final 5th spirit guide is orchestrating real world opportunities, pentacles, because this is physical world events and opportunities that are offered to you that will allow you to root yourself in your true creative and spiritual power here. So yeah, pile number 2, this was your 5th spirit guide. We are now done with your spiritual team for now. Obviously, please do not take this as an all-encompassing guide. You might have more spirit guides working with you later on in life. You know, you shift, you change, you learn, you grow, you transmute. I don't know what your energy will look like tomorrow, but right now, your spiritual journey is supported by these 5 guides who are clearly accelerating you towards your destiny and fulfillment here. So thank you so much, pal number 2. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me and you want to support me, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi everyone, if you selected pile number 3 or mystical sister, this is going to be your reading all about who is on your spiritual team and what they're helping you with during this spiritual stage of your journey. So let's dive right in. Mystical sister. This definitely gives me a feeling of rebirth and transformation, right? Of you regenerating your ancestral line potentially. Let's see. We have the King, control, reversal of fortune. We have the Dancer, self-expression and strength. We have Moon in Gemini with adaptability. And we have Mars in Leo with egotism. Let's reveal your tea leaves. We have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. We have rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. And finally, we have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Wow. Okay, so definitely from your tea leaves, we can tell that you are on the precipice of experiencing a very, very positive shift in your life here. Obviously, we're going to get more from your tarot cards. Who is on pile number 3, spiritual team? We have 9 of Wands. Okay, so this first card here is meant to represent how many spiritual guides are guiding you through your spiritual journey throughout your life. And obviously they can be rotating, they can kind of fall in and out of contact with you, change their responsibility. And with 9 of Wands here coming out to represent how many guides you have around you, this is safe to say that you have 9 guides or at least more than 6. Because I have been really trying to, focus on the 5 primary guides for this particular reading, and it's clear that I had this intention for a reason, because some of you guys pile number 3, you have a lot of spirit guides, okay? Some of you have up to 9 spirit guides, definitely more than 6. So the way that this reading is going to work is I'm going to set up the first guide and then clear out and then set up the second guide, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. We're only going to do the 5 spirit guides who are the most involved in your journey right now, so that we can see what they're helping you with at this stage of your spiritual development. Okay, so let's get the information about the first guide. We have 4 of Swords. We have High Priestess. We also have 3 of Swords. And finally, we have the Emperor. All right, pile number 3. Let's get into the introduction of your first spirit guide here, presented as the 4 of Swords. Right away, this 4 of Swords, I think, refers to this mystical sister energy here. And as I said, this mystical sister energy, it represents a feminine principle. Someone perhaps who had passed on and someone who you've loved really dearly. I'm seeing basically 2 different scenarios here. So because this is Four of Swords, I'm picking up that this energy that is serving as your guardian energy, it's someone's higher self or an aspect of someone that you know. Does that make sense? So the first spirit guide that is coming forward is not like an archangel or an angel or an ethereal energy. Rather, it's someone who has a physical incarnation on earth. Their higher self or their higher aspect of themselves is also serving as this particular spirit guide here. Now, for a lot of you, pile number 3, this is someone who had passed away when you were young. Some feminine energy here. So definitely gives me a sense of a grandmother, maternal grandmother, especially. For those of you who do not relate to someone passing away, this could just mean that there is basically an ancestor acting. Yeah. Okay. There's definitely, for those of you who do not resonate with knowing this person, then they are related to you genetically, okay, with Four of Swords being here. And because they're presented as Four of Swords, it's clear to me that the reason why they serve as your guide now is because they've gone through a lot in their own earthly incarnation here, okay? I think they were a person with a lot of potential to fulfill their dreams. They were a person with a lot of potential to really see the truth of the matter, to really lean into love rather than fear. But yet their earthly experiences, their karma, their suffering really made them feel like they were stuck and they weren't able to fulfill whatever it is, the prophecy or the soul's destination for their journey was. So that's precisely the reason why we're seeing that they're communicating to you. If you know this person in real life, so if this is someone related to you who had passed away, then this person was a very spiritual person, okay? Maybe they did not present themselves as a spiritual person necessarily, but they were deeply interconnected with the truth, with God here, because the High Priestess here signifies your guide's personality. Basically, they were really attuned to their intuition, to their feminine principle. They were really always looking beyond the veil of basically the natural world. They were always looking for the supernatural truth, as per se, or for what the truth is on the ethereal plane here. Now, this Three of Swords here is representing what this guide is helping you with. And it's clear to me that pile number 3, you have gone through some sort of a heartbreak in your life, okay? For all of you, this is going to be different. All of us go through different situations and different experiences in our lives. But for a lot of you, you've gone through some sort of a major loss, major heartbreak event that really disconnected you from your power, okay? With Three of Swords being here. And the reason why this guide is coming forward here is because they have made those mistakes before, okay? They themselves, when they were incarnating on earth, when they were going through their experience, they knew better. Basically, they sensed better because they were the High Priestess. But their fear really kept them stagnant because of the suffering and the heartbreak that they have experienced in their life. And they really don't want you to be stuck in the same cycles that they have been stuck in. With the Emperor coming out here, and this is how your deity or how your spirit guide is communicating to you, it is clear to me that they communicate through physical world opportunities, specifically physical world opportunities that are allowing you to upgrade your status financially, materially, or in terms of your reputation here. It is clear to me, pile number 3, that you were meant to be a leader, okay? Because we have the Emperor here, we have the King, reversal of fortune. Basically, what I'm getting here, okay, is your family line, perhaps at this person, has been blessed with extra energy of spirituality to see through the shadow and to move forward. However, this person within your family line, they really weren't able to use that energy to their advantage. They really weren't able to reach that place of stability and empowerment in their life because they were stuck due to their heartbreak. And they really don't want this heartbreak, this cycle, to stop you from really finding your true power and your leadership here. They're helping you heal your heart with Three of Swords here, and they're helping you get rooted in your personal power with the Emperor, because whether you know it or not, pile number 3, you were meant to be in a position of power, of leadership in this lifetime, and they really need you to prepare for it, okay? They really need to help you clear out the shadow energy so you can truly get connected with your Emperor kind of qualities here. So yeah, this was your first spirit guide on the spirit team. Let's get the cards cleared out and let's look at your second spirit guide that wants to come through right now. We have 8 of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, this is very interesting. We have Justice. Oh, it fell on the floor. 1 second. And we have 2 of Swords here. Okay, so with 8 of Swords here coming out to represent your second guide, right away we're getting a story of an energy or a spirit that has been incarnate on earth a variety of times, okay? And this energy or this soul that is serving as your spirit guide here, they have not had many fortunate incarnations, let's just say that. In a lot of their lives, they have volunteered to be the warriors, to be the leaders, to be the political kind of figures that move society forward. And obviously that included them dealing with a lot of violence, okay? And I'm hearing in my head as I say that they had to downgrade their energy. Basically, they had to descend to earth, okay? This is what I'm getting here. So I'm not getting that this is purely earth energy here, but this energy or this spirit guide here, it's definitely familiar with human suffering, with 8 of Swords being here. It's definitely seen war times, war zones, and the weird thing here is this is presented as the Wheel of Fortune. What is their personality? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, okay, this is going to be super weird, pile number 3, but I think for a lot of you, this energy or the spirit guide that we're seeing that is really guiding you, it's actually the concept of time itself, okay? I've never thought of it this way, but it seems like there is an entity that is literally like a representation of fate or time, something about time. This energy has to deal with time here, with Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, it's like destiny itself is on your side. Okay, this is really weird. And with Justice being here, okay, this card once again represents the sphere of influence of your spirit guide. And again, we're seeing basically this guide is operating for you right now. This guide is working on your behalf right now in order to basically turn the wheel of fate in your favor and serve you the justice that you deserve. Wow, very interesting message here. So whatever this entity is, it somehow is operating outside of time-space continuum and is able to direct you towards quantum realities that are aligned with who you are. It's basically able to turn the Wheel of Fortune in your favor here. How is this possible? I'm not sure, okay? And with 2 of Swords being your final card, this is how this deity is helping you and how they communicate to you. So they're helping you move past a cycle of stagnation, of paralysis, indecision, right? 2 of Swords is a card that usually presents situations in life where we don't see the situation clearly, like we truly lack clarity and perspective because we are so connected to the energy of anxiety with 2 of Swords here. And that is why we can't really move forward. We are stagnating our own energy because we're incapable of committing to a decision here because we need more clarity and we just don't have it with 2 of Swords being here. And with this coming out as the way that your spirit guide is communicating to you, it's clear to me that whenever you face like indecision paralysis, like you just woke up and you feel like there's so much anxiety energy to you, you can't even start moving, you don't feel connected to your body, this is actually, those moments are your opportunity to really tap into this fate energy here, basically to really remind yourself that it's not just you who is playing the part here. You're not the only role that is being fulfilled here. There are other parties and other energies acting on your behalf here. So yeah, pile number 3, I mean, this is so beautiful because clearly this particular spirit guide is communicating to us that you are about to experience a total shift in your reality, in your luck. You're about to experience the good side of the Wheel of Fortune and receive all of the positive karma that is coming your way. Because the spirit guide is really helping you move past the cycle of stagnation, indecision paralysis, and it's really allowing you to see clearly that it's not just you. There are aspects of fate that are involved in this particular manifestation of your desire or merging with your destiny here. So yeah, this was your second guide. Let's look at the third guide's energy and what the guide is helping you with now. We have Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. We have Four of Swords. We have Eight of Cups. And we have Four of Cups here. Okay, oh my god, such a synchronicity that is occurring here, pile number 3. Alright, pile number 3. So the third guide that is coming forward here is a very ancient soul or energy, okay? With Ace of Pentacles being here and Ace of Pentacles being just the potential of materialization, this makes me think that this energy was already focused into its own soul, its own unified body of consciousness before even humanity existed. Okay, so this is definitely like goddess and godlike energy with Ace of Pentacles presenting your guide. Honestly, as we are seeing, this is presented as a dragon here. It seems like this third guide of yours, pile number 3, doesn't really present itself in its human form. Like it really has some sort of a symbolic animal-like imagery to their appearance, basically to the way that they present themselves to you. Interestingly enough, Four of Swords here came out to represent what their personality is like, and what I'm getting here is pile number 3, you must be doing something pretty freaking unique in your journey, okay? You must be doing something tremendous for the ascension of humanity here, because it's clear to me that this guide, okay, this energy normally does not act as a guide, okay? It does not take on a lot of humans to help, but with you, it decided to, you know, get up from its rest. So what I'm getting here is this is some sort of a divine godlike entity that normally is just kind of chilling in paradise, doing its thing, doing whatever it wants to do. But with you, pile number 3, it really had decided to take on the role of a spirit guide here, because somehow you are helping humanity ascend so much that they need to be involved in this process. Basically, they want to help you so much here. And once again, we're seeing the synchronicity here, pile number 3, 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups here. We are seeing a theme of this spirit guide too is helping you walk away from something that doesn't belong to you and into a life that is much more open and energetically aligned with who you are. 4 of Cups here represents boredom, okay? It seems like you are bored or unsatisfied in your life right now in one way or another. You're really looking to express yourself authentically. You're looking for that true fulfillment, core fulfillment here. And it seems like you are moving towards towards it. This is the stage of your life that you're in now. You're ready to walk away from something and move towards something new here. You're ready to close out a chapter in your life, and you're really ready to embody your true power here with self-expression, and Mars in Leo as well, with Four of Cups here representing how your spirit guide is communicating to you. And this being a card that usually presents boredom and not really seeing opportunities that are coming your way, it is clear to me that this spirit guide, this energy here, it really has a chance of pulling you in whenever you feel dissatisfied or bored, okay? So whenever your mind relaxes enough for you to recognize, all right, I'm not really feeling kind of satisfied in my life here. Like, what's next? Whenever you start to ponder these ideas, you can really, really spiritually get in touch with this guide and allow this energy of this guide to move you forward, to move you from this Eight of Cups that you've already built here towards the actual fulfillment of your dream with the Nine of Cups here. So again, the same theme, you're ready to experience a much more satisfying level of existence. Right now in your life, pile number 3, you're ready for the Wheel of Fortune to turn in your favor, and that will require you to walk away from something here, okay? And this guide in specifically is the master of like letting go and shedding, okay? So they're really, really helping you here with walking away. They're really pushing you out of some sort of a stagnant energy in your life and towards the fulfillment of your dream here. So yeah, this was your third spirit guide. Let's take a look at the fourth spirit guide that wants to come through here. We have 10 of Swords. We have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Oh my goodness, 10 of Swords. Are you guys seeing this? This is incredible. Pile number 3, 3 tens here, all signifying an end of a chapter. Wow. Okay, and we have the Empress here. Beautiful. All right, pile number 3. I am actually getting a really weird, really weird specific message, and I didn't know that this could be the case, but let's try to talk through it. Let's try to learn, okay? With 10 of Wands here, representing your third guide, pile number 3, it's clear to me that this is actually a dark energy in its nature, okay? And what I'm getting here is some sort of a lost soul, basically, or a soul that is trapped in some sort of a darkness outside of the 3D realm. Like somehow this soul here that is coming forward, they were stuck in darkness, okay? They got stuck in darkness on earth. They weren't really able to transition properly. There's something here where they needed to figure out how to transition properly into the ethereal realm. But I think because of how much karma they've acquired, because of what they have done, because of the energies that they were involved with, it all kind of trapped them in some sort of a loop there in the 4th or 5th dimension. I'm not sure. Okay, I've never seen anything like this before. And weirdly enough, what I'm seeing here is this spirit has chosen to volunteer to help you because you, pile number 3, are so important to humanity, okay? They basically offered, how about I help them transcend the same pain, the same horrible cycle here, and in this way, I can really reconnect with my own nature here, okay? So basically what I'm getting here, this spirit guide that is coming forward is a very powerful soul, okay? They were meant to be really great in their lifetime here on earth. But for whatever reason, they got trapped in karmic cycles or negative energy, or maybe even other negative energy. You know, I don't know what kind of entities exist in the 4th and 5th dimension and so on and so forth. But it's clear to me that basically somehow the soul with extreme amount of potential, with 10 of Pentacles here, the soul that was supposed to really redirect humanity, it actually got lost in the shadow here. And now that they have passed on, they are really like still trapped in the same type of energy here. And in order for them to redeem themselves, they basically offered to serve as your guide. They are helping themselves and you, because they're really, really trying to learn the lesson they weren't able to learn in their lifetime. Right away, with the Empress being here, this guide in particular communicates to you through your creativity, through your art. Okay, so you are really able to channel the truth from this guide about how to close out a painful cycle of anxiety in your life through your art. So maybe this is writing, maybe this is music. There's definitely an energy of you just channeling this guide, because they are, I think honestly, you're able to channel them because you yourself might be feeling a lot of suffering or a lot of challenging energy right now. This definitely gives me a feeling of someone taking art as a form of therapy. So, for instance, let me just give you an example from my personal journey. At some point in my spiritual development, one of my spiritual awakening phases really pushed me to writing poetry. Writing poetry specifically about the suffering that I have experienced. And by writing that poetry, it was music actually, it was songs actually specifically. By writing those songs and really re-experiencing and re-immersing myself in those experiences that I have not really paid attention to, like I've really tried to deny, I was able to really liberate myself into the light, or I was really able to integrate that shadow into a coherent system that is now working for me, you know? So this really gives me a feeling of you basically dealing with some sort of a long-term darkness energy that you can't really figure out. You know, it's in and out, it's in and out. It's constantly there though, in the background, constantly there. You're aware of it. And you are finally deciding to shed it by addressing your trauma through your creativity. Basically, you are like acknowledging what happened to you and purging that darkness and allowing the shadow to integrate here. So yeah, wow, okay. Very, very interesting message here. It seems like pile number 3, you are pretty damn important, okay, to spirituality, to humanity's ascension, to the 5D earth here, because even the soul that is trapped in some sort of a non-physical cycle, okay, this is 4th and 5th dimensional being for sure, it is still getting some sort of benefits and positive karma from helping you, okay? So it's clear to me that whatever it is that you're tackling, it's pretty massive, okay? I honestly think that you yourself might resonate with the theme of you having a very high potential for fulfillment of your dreams, but also a very high potential for self-destruction, right? Carrying a lot of spiritual, powerful energy, yes, of course, it's a blessing, but until you learn how to hold it, it can be a curse, okay? So this is definitely what I'm getting here. They're helping you understand your spiritual gift, your creative here, and not lean into the cursed side that comes with your gift here. Okay, I mean, the synchronicity here is uncanny. We have 3 tens and then we have 3, okay? So honestly, some sort of a major shift could have happened to you on October 3rd, so maybe some sort of an energy activated during that day, and it's definite, okay? Pile number 3, you're going through some major end of cycle new life here, okay? I mean, we've learned that from your previous cards, and this guide here is basically telling us my whole purpose here, my whole thing here is to just help you close out the cycle and reconnect with your creative power here. Okay, let's get your 5th spirit guide cards. Okay, so we have 4 of Cups with comfort. We have 2 of Cups with love. Okay, we have King of Swords here. And we have Prince of Cups. Okay. Alright, pile number 3. Your 5th spirit guide is presented as this 4 of Cups here with comfort. And looking at this card, this is Harry Potter Tarot, right? It's butterbeer. This is, you know, in Hogsmeade, they always went to that one cafe with the lady Rosemary or Rosemita or something like that. And they always got themselves butterbeers there. But, you know, obviously this energy is very comfortable. It's very homey. It's very family-like. And again, we have the Cancer sign symbol here. So again, pile number 3, it seems like you don't just have one ancestor on your side, you have a couple, okay? There is like a bloodline behind you here with Comfort and Cancer being here. This really makes me think this is a soul of a family member here. So it could be one of your ancestors. It doesn't have to be anyone that you personally know, but there is definitely an energy of it being familial. They want you to succeed because you somehow are a continuation of them. So it definitely gives me an ancestral feeling here. With 2 of Cups presenting this person's personality, it's clear to me that they are just full of love, okay? For some of you, actually, I'm getting another message here. For some of you, your significant other's higher self is actually the guide for you that is coming forward. Basically, your significant other's higher self is acting as your spiritual guide here, okay? So obviously take it as it resonates. This doesn't have to be a significant other that you already have. This could be your soulmate from the future, but for some of you, this is some sort of a romantic connection whose aspect of themselves is basically serving as your guide here. With King of Swords here presenting in what area of life this guide is helping you here, it's clear to me that they are helping you reconnect with your intellectual power, okay? Moon in Gemini with adaptability 2, very intellectual power type of energy here. It seems to me, pile number 3, you are a very smart person, okay? You have a lot of potential when it comes to your mind. You're really smart. You pick things up really quickly. You have a very unique lens of analysis, and you really understand the laws and the rules of logic and how to build your argument here. But I think, pile number 3, you're disconnected from that power because you have been people pleasing in one way or another. This Moon in Gemini and Mars in Leo with egotism are really telling me the story of you having to adapt because other parties basically surrounding you during your childhood likely were a lot to handle, okay? So you really couldn't use logic to argue with them because it wasn't about logic, it wasn't about who is right, it wasn't about who has the truth, who knows the truth. It was just about their feelings and their ego. In one way or another, pile number 3, it seems to me that your mission here in life is related to your voice, to your intellect, to writing, to language, you know what I mean, to communication with King of Swords here. But it seems to me that you're disconnected from how intellectually prosperous and beyond most population you truly are. And with Prince of Cups being here, this card here represents how this deity or the spirit guide communicates to you. Prince of Cups here represents it communicates to you through pulls of love. Whatever it is that is pulling your attention, okay? Your curiosity, because Prince is a very young energy here. Basically anything new, pile number 3, that is pulling your attention just out of love, just out of sheer curiosity, just out of excitement, just for the sake of it, okay? Those moments in which you allow yourself to really move with your own curiosities, when you really allow yourself to listen to your intuition and to listen to your heart, these moments will allow you to truly grasp how intellectually powerful you truly are, okay? What I'm getting here is there is this pendulum basically of energy that is swinging back and forth within you, where you are actually a very powerful intellectual being here, someone who is really able to channel the truth of the divine into communication, basically into language, into words here with King of Swords here. But because you've been so disconnected from your heart, I think because you had to adapt so much growing up, you really started doubting whether you are intelligent enough, whether you are, you know, really that smart. Maybe you're like, well, I was smart when I was young, but now seems like I don't really have it figured out here. The truth is, you're only questioning your intellectual ability because you had to adapt to other people's egos, and because you yourself weren't really stable enough in your own vibration to push past this energy. Basically, you were influenced by an energy, you took it on, and now you're disconnected from your power. And what will connect you to your power is following your heart, following those intuitive guidance moments that are leading you in the direction of doing something that you love here. What your spirit guide is communicating to you here is that your intellect is not necessarily just this cutthroat rational energy of logic, okay? It is also the intellect that relies on intuitive aspects of your beings, okay? It seems like you really need to integrate some sort of a feminine intelligence into your understanding of what intellect and intelligence means, because this way you can really open up room for yourself to experience all of the capabilities of your brilliant mind here. So yeah, I mean, pile number 3, congratulations. You are moving rapidly moving towards your destiny. You're really definitely doing something extremely important here. So I want to applaud all of your work. I don't know what you're meant to do here in this lifetime, but it's clear to me that you have a magical journey ahead of you, a journey that will be so helpful to humanity, to the point where there are literally spirit guides volunteering to be your spirit guides, because this can clear out their karma as well. You moving through this transformation would save them too. You know, this is how powerful you are, and you're truly meant to experience, you know, liberation in this lifetime and helping humanity through embodying of your own vibration. So yeah, thank you so much to your spirit guides for communicating all of this spiritual information with us. It was very, very nice to meet your spirit teams, you guys. So yeah, pal number 3, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to your spiritual team for allowing us into your energy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.